right, that's right. That's right. Reliability Web is broadcasting from the Reliability Conference here in wonderful Bellevue, Washington. It's gorgeous out there. Love this venue. Love this location. And looking out the hotel window, it's really a great place. Jeff Hay, founder, president of RDI Technologies. We're going to talk about him, but remember, we're going to be talking a little bit about business at the end of this interview because you've got a couple of events that are coming up that you need to take note of. Jeff, you're an old pro at this. This is like the third one.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Look at you. You're growing a beard just like now that you're my idol, I'm going to have to grow my beard much bigger,
we can
larger, faster. Now, I won't be able to grow that hair. My gosh, you flaunt that hair. I'm bald. Jeff, give everybody a background on where you are, and then we're going to be talking a little bit about the awards that you have received, which is pretty doggone cool. So we're going to go in there, and I'm not going to bore people with that because I want you to tell us. So give us a little background on what we're talking about with RDI Technologies, and then go into the awards that are specific to Reliability Web.
Yeah, sure. So RDI Technologies is a computer vision company that produces technology for the condition monitoring space. So our platform technology is the IrisM and the IrisMX, which is based on a technology we developed called Motion Amplification. So in a nutshell, what it allows you to do is use a camera as a sensor to monitor vibration and movement. So, our eye can look at, say, a motor or a pump, and you might not see anything of interest. You might not see the motor or pump moving, but with the technology, you can make all those movements visible to the eye in the video and then actually visualize the faults, see what the problem is with the asset.
But it's not the technology. You said, first off, so for clarification, I want to know the difference between M and MX outside of the fact that MX is probably a cooler tech.
Yeah, so you just add an X to it and you get a new product.
It's like, oh, all right, man.
Yeah, so the IrisM was our first product that we launched in 2016,
Yeah.
and it was a camera that enabled you to do hundreds of frames per second. So you're talking about sort of 1 times, 2 times vibrations, the lower frequency range for this industry. The MX extends that, so that's the product that we just launched recently. Extends that range into high frequency, into a high speed camera.
Oh, yeah.
So it allows us to broaden the scope of the types of faults we can look at.
I got to ask the question: you're out on Facebook? It's RDI Technologies. What's interesting is that you post some videos of that, which is very cool, and it's very it shows the real value of that product because you can see something move. You can't see it moving, but with your technology, it amplifies that movement, which is just, and you set it right next to each other, which is very cool.
Yeah, we have
cool.
We have a kind of a motto or saying, "Seeing is believing." So a lot of the times, you might have an issue, and you might be trying to convince somebody that there's a problem, but by showing them simple video of the thing moving,
right.
It's really easy to communicate that to someone else.
It's a no-brainer.
And fun to watch.
It
right?
is. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Even I sit there going, all right, look at that. Jeff's got a new thing out there. Check it out. It's moving. It's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the type of tech we're talking about. You Reliability Radio listeners, that's the type of tech we're talking about. First, find it. Go out to RDI. Where else can they find it?
We have a YouTube page. So
there you
go.
There you
Technologies
go.
On YouTube, and
now, that's
we've got
cool.
a whole host of videos there.
Go out there, man, because that is pretty cool stuff. Now, one of the things that Reliability Web does, and they do it at all conferences, they provide awards. Now, the reason why we're talking is outside the fact that your tech is cool, you are receiving a Reliability Web award. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Sure. Yeah, so we're the recipient of the Solutions Award for Asset Condition Monitoring. So this is just an award that recognizes new technologies that have been gone to market in the past year or so for asset condition monitoring.
What did you have to do? Let's say, did Reliability Web come to you, or did you say, hey, I think we got something here, we're going to be doing it, blah, 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 blah? What did you do?
So there's a nomination process. So we were nominated for the award, and we were nominated along with a lot of other great technologies, and we're really proud and honored to be a recipient of the award in that category. I think one of the great things about this award is that it's recognition from industry experts and a combination of industry experts and also our peers in the industry. And so that's a real honor to receive it in that recognition.
So it's new. It's new to the market, quite frankly.
It is, yeah. It's
right.
very new.
What are you seeing from the end user's perspective? Meaning, instead of the old way, you got this new tech. I'm looking at this asset. I see it moving. What are they coming? What feedback are they giving you?
Well, yeah. So we're very fortunate. This industry is really loves technology, and so we're really fortunate to have.
How about downplaying that? I mean, my gosh, it's all tech, baby. They love it.
Yeah, and so we're fortunate to have sort of the users adopt our technology so quickly, and I think one of the things that we hear is ease of use. It's really simple to use. It's a video camera, point and shoot type technology. Another aspect is communication. So we've had users come to us after they get our equipment and use the IrisM or MX, and have told us that they've been trying to fix an asset for multiple years and haven't been able to get sort of the push within the organization to be able to fix that asset. They've known there's been an issue,
right.
but they haven't been able to either communicate it or to convince it. So once they get our product, they've been able to have that asset fixed within months of owning the product.
So it's obvious. I'm telling you, it is spectacular tech. So what they're saying is that, hey, we use the camera. It's easy to use. I mean, you don't need be a rocket scientist to be able to try to set that up. It's easy to use, and therefore very meaningful when the information is available to say, see, it's moving.
Yeah,
it's got some issues here.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's just about getting actionable information. So the technology allows you to really look at a very complex piece of equipment, but really simplify the process of seeing what's wrong. You just look in the video, you can see where the issue is, and then really hone in on that issue, and then take the corrective action. So
let me ask you this. So I've seen the videos, I've seen things moving around, and it's very dramatic. But what do I do from the end user's perspective? I see this asset moving. Can I dial in where the problem exists?
Yeah, so there's a technique that a lot of people kind of coin when they use it. It's called move to the motion. So you can use multiple lenses, zoom lenses. You can essentially look at the whole asset and see it in the context of its environment, see how it's moving in relation to things nearby. And then once you see those pieces, individual pieces, you can move the camera to those and really dial in. You can go from seeing an entire motor pump combo all the way to dialing in to seeing an individual crack on one of the feet of it. So you really just, the videos really take you to where the problem is. And that's one of the reasons why people use it for root cause analysis, really finding out what the root cause of the problem is.
Wow. And so I can sit there and I can look at this asset, but then I can drill down and in essence have that level of visibility into where that problem could exist.
That's right. Yeah. We have a nice YouTube video where that's done on a motor pump, and the video takes you through this process of looking at the entire asset, and then you see the base moving, and that immediately tells the user, hey, that base is moving quite a bit. Let me look at that, and then you get down to the point where you can see the support, and you can see the support cracked.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about it, if I'm having a hard time conveying the fact that I need to do some work on this asset, which just blows me away because the people in the field know when something is going on.
That's right.
But what I like about your technology is the fact that you can sit there and look at it and drill down and be able to have real tactical solutions on that asset.
Yeah.
Which is real key. It's one thing to see the thing shaking. It's the next level to be able to say it's right there.
Yeah, and
that's cool.
One of the things that's really interesting, and to your point about kind of knowing what the issue is, a lot of people use this just as a communication piece between technical and non-technical users. So I, as the vibration expert, might have an idea of what's going on. I might even be able to visualize it in my head, but that's not the only person that needs to be involved in the decision-making process to ultimately get that asset fixed. And so you might need to communicate that problem to someone who is not a technical person, but may be part of the process of getting the budget together or getting the money allocated for that. So being able to communicate that to them in an easy and simple fashion, has a lot of value for our users.
Where do you see it going? I mean, we've already got MX, maybe MXX.
Yeah, right.
Why not? Because that's not one thing.
So we have some exciting things. We're doing a customer appreciation at the expo. We're going to be releasing some new features coming up. So there's some really I would say user requested features like phase and being able to measure shaft motion. And then we also have some exciting things coming, new product launching this summer that we'll be announcing soon.
Excellent. So the future's bright.
Well, and the great thing about it is that, I have this, idea that cameras are really the sensor of the future. I mean, they're everywhere. They're transforming automotive. They're transforming surveillance. They're transforming all these different industries, and our industry is no different. I think we're going to push the limits of the camera in this industry to anywhere we can.
There's a lot of tools out there that are within the reliability world. Like you said, tech is everywhere. Mm-hmm. Is this a complement to a lot of those other asset monitoring type of tools? Yeah,
it really is. I mean, there is no one-size-fits-all tool, in this industry, and we feel it is a complementary tool. For example, the accelerometer is a very common tool in this industry. We, however, measure displacement, so we're really a displacement measurement. So we're complementing the accelerometer in a very nice way, so that you can have an increase your toolbox. It's just in a world-class reliability program, we see the motion amplification and the IrisM or MX being another tool in that. And
there's really no industry that it's not applicable to.
It's a really fundamental measurement. Displacement.
It is.
So we see use cases in other areas, test and measurement, quality control, process related. Because in a nutshell, lots of things move. Lots of things shouldn't move, or lots of things should move a certain way, and we can tell you how that's working. It's
just so for me personally, things will move. Mm-hmm. You've got a dynamic environment in a manufacturing world, whatever it might be. Does the technology provide? Okay, it's within parameters. It's like, that's fine movement, that's bad movement, that type of thing.
Yeah, one of the nice things about this industry is it's very mature in its fault diagnosis. So they have those numbers ready available. How much is it allowed to move? With our technology, not only can you visualize it, but you can actually measure it. So I could, for example, just draw a box on that foot or that motor, and it will tell you in absolute terms in mils. Is it moving 1 mil, 2 mils? And then you can easily relay that back to your fault. Your faults, and then tell you, is that tolerable? A tenth, 0.1 inches per second may be okay, but 0.5 inches per second probably isn't.
Okay, so there are two questions that I have. One, let's say I'm the individual out in the field and I see this asset, mm-hmm. and then I take that picture of that asset, I'm watching it, and it's moving a little bit, but it's okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm tracking specific points. So I'm going, okay, here. Now I could store that, and then I could come back a month later and look at that same data, and say, oh, it is moving more, or it's not. It's still, within parameters of safety, whatever. Then, that's one, question number one. Now, question number two, do you have an asset-specific monitoring checklist on an asset? Like, this is a motor, and you want to look here, and here.
Yeah. So on the first question, yes, you can go back and then take a data point, later, and then compare those. And then what's really interesting about this is with the current technology, really you're limited to that one data point. You've gone out with maybe a single point measured, and you can compare those. But let's say that you took a video and you come back a month later and you didn't measure the foot. But with the video, you have all that data. So it's already there. Hey, was that doing that last month? We didn't check. Let's look. And then we'll tell.
It's all there.
Yeah.
Oh, you had me at IrisMX. if I can say that.
Can we borrow that?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to really sell
You're going to
much.
see it on T-shirts
It's like-
tomorrow.
You had me at IrisMX. All right. We got to take care of some business. Enough with this jocularity. All right. Once again, let's go out to reliabilityweb.com. That's reliabilityweb.com. I want you to click on the events tab. It's simple. It's easy. It's all right there. And I want you to put down on your calendar, at least consider it, Maximo World. That's Maximo World. That's August 6th through the 8th. That's in Lake Buena Vista. That is Orlando. Great venue. Wonderful, wonderful event put on by Reliability Web. And then the other one that you must go to. It's a must. You've been to the one in IMC 2018. Mm-hmm. Of course.
Yeah,
they're great.
Absolutely. Yeah,
oh, by the way, this is in Marco Island. This is a new venue.
I'm looking forward to it.
See? There it is, man. Real life. Thumbs up for the IMC 2018. This is 2019. This is December 9th through the 12th. Marco Island. Go out to reliabilityweb.com. Find events. And then, of course, they got all the other stuff that you can look out on that web. It's got a lot of stuff going on. And then pick an event, and we will see you there. Jeff Hay, that's fantastic. Love the tech. Love the information. Congratulations on the award. Well deserved.
Thanks, Scott.
You're awesome. And thank you very much for joining Reliability Radio. We will be back with another incredible interview with another fantastic reliability professional. So stay tuned, and we will be right back.